Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. Right now, I'm sitting in sunny London. This is not my backdrop, actually, because I'm actually sitting in the dining room, and I don't want you to look at my grey curtains because it's dark outside. Joining me on the call is Mike Briggs. How you doing there, Mike? And what I'm going to do is bear with me, Mike, because I'm going to start the meeting on Zoom. Let's see if it's does that. Join in the. Let me get rid of the advert on the YouTube, and I should be live. Camera's off. I can't see myself. Turn the camera on. Unmute the mic. So I'm now on both platforms. Okay. So what I got to do is I think that. What's it say here? Allow app Zoom wants to enter the picture. Allow. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Allow. There you go. So what I think I do now is I'm looking at YouTube and I just want to get my screen, and I should be able to go to share screen, share screen, and let's see if I can get the Zoom up on YouTube. No, that's the thing. So I don't know what's happening there on Zoom. I've never done this before, so this is a first for me. If it can be done, that's what I don't know. I'll select that, share that, and I don't know what's going to see. I'll wait until YouTube catches up. So I've got you in the bottom left corner, Mike. Hey, technology, I love it.
And I've got both screens. I've got your lovely backdrop on one, and I've got your grey curtains on the other.
And you've got my grey curtains on the other. So, well, there you go. So you're lucky. So for those on YouTube, I'm going to be nipping backwards and forwards from StreamYard and Zoom. But I think what we have to do is share. I have to share my screen on Zoom. So on YouTube, I can see you in the corner, but on Zoom, I can't. So I've got you on YouTube on my phone there. So I must be able to. I'm just going to try it, Mike. I'm going to put you center stage, and let's just move myself out of the way, and I'll.
Don't know if you can hear me, but you've disappeared.
To add myself to the stage, and because when I remove myself, I think it mutes me. So can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you now.
Yeah, that's okay. So I should be able to go like this and switch between the two, or have us both on. Look at that. How about that for technology? Right. So I have to share my screen from Zoom, and then it will be on YouTube as well. So in this broadcast today, John's traveling, as we know. He's I think he's off to, where's he off to? His wife's, where's she from? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Estonia, I think it is.
Estonia, yeah. So I don't know who's on the call. I've got 3 people on the call. I don't know who's is on the Zoom here. So this is all new to me. I've got to learn this. So I think I can click view the people, can I? So I've got Robin, Mark B and Craig. So I don't know, because normally when John does it, they're all on the screen. They're all on the screen. I can't see. So I don't know how to get them all to be on the screen.
Oh, you haven't got all the little thumbnails up on.
I haven't got all the thumbnails, so I have to work that out at another step. No, I don't know where the thumbnails are. So I'm sorry, guys, but I've got to learn this Zoom. And have I frozen on the YouTube there? Because I can
you did, but you're not now.
Right. I froze up. Right. So let's just tell you what this is about tonight. Is I want to carry on about marketing, because one thing I want to say to you, and I'm hoping people are going to resonate with this, is that, you know, we're not on a practice run. We've got one life, and we can't go backwards, and we can't tell what the future is going to be, and we can only deal with what's the now. And I think so many people put off for tomorrow what they could do today. That, I'll start doing that tomorrow. I'll start doing that tomorrow. And if you want to be successful or have any form of success throughout any business life, you've got to act, and you've got to do it now. You're not got to wait for tomorrow. You're not got to wait until the sun comes out. You're not got to wait until, your ear's giving you the twitch to say this is the time to do it. You've got to act straight away. And it's what you do now will determine what your future is going to be. Yes, what do they say? It's a form of madness, I think, insanity. Carry on doing the same things over and over again and expect to get different results. That's what a lot of people do. And also, people tend to, always give an excuse, give themselves an excuse why they can't do something. If I'm going to use promoting a business online, it doesn't matter what the business is, but any business that you promote online, they always say, I always hear this all the time, and there's somebody very close to me that often says it to me: my people don't like it. My people wouldn't like it. My people are not that way inclined. My people who follow me are not interested. My friends wouldn't be interested in this. I don't know how many lines you've heard that. I mean, going back the years, Mike, how many years we known each other?
Oh, I think it must be 15, is it?
15 years. And we met, you remember we met up in London for the first time. We was on wasn't we going to a same venue together, I think? Something like that.
No, is what it was. In fact, I was just talking about this evening to CJ, and I said how we met. I was on a course, doing a WordPress course in London, and Neil Ayling, remember Neil Ayling?
Yeah, I remember him, yeah.
He introduced us because I had a problem with doing something online, and he said, I know the guy you need to talk to. And so he introduced me to you, and we had a chat, and then we got on well together. And then when I was coming down to London, I said, I'll be in London, shall we meet up for a beer? And we met at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's
and
right.
we departed at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Yeah.
I remember going for a kebab as well at some point.
Kebab as well, yeah.
Exactly. Right, so so you could see me and Mike go back a long way. Now, Mike's been working online. Obviously he's had his day job over the years, and he's moved around, and he hasn't made it his full-time career. For me, working online, I started in 2004. I had my first website in 2004. It wasn't a business opportunity. It was a construction website that I served the whole of the UK. And then I built another website and served another community of people in Soho. And then I met a programmer, and we started working together. I met a business partner. That business partner sort of left, and I'm still with the programmer. Danny, his name is. And me and Danny have been together since 2006. And I had a couple of programmers before that. So I built my first website and launched that in 2012, 13. And my real kickoff year was 2014. And that was the year I got rid of my tools because I was a plumber. I got rid of my tools and started out on my online journey. And what I've found over the years, I've tried the paid traffic, I must admit. I've found that for me, obviously, what might be for you watching might be completely different. But for me, the traffic I found was interacted better by me putting myself out there, like John does. He does his Zooms and he has his Freedom Chasers. He's got his community. I've got my core followers, I suppose you could say. And I found that putting yourself out there and not being shy really, but getting out there and being consistent. If you do anything, if you come to the plate, if you've got a coffee bar and you open up at 6 o'clock in the morning, say, and I used to have a bar in Italy and a coffee bar, come restaurant. And if you open up your bar at 6 o'clock in the morning, that's the time you say. You've got to do it every day. You've got to be there at the time. Or if you say, well, I'm not open on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm open Monday to Thursday, or Monday to Tuesday, and Monday and Wednesday. You've got to open those days, because once people come to your bar and you're not there, you've lost your custom. They'll go somewhere else. And it's a bit like online marketing. You've got to be there. You've got to show up. And you don't have to show up every day with online marketing. You've just got to show up on a regular basis. And that might be doing a post or making a video. Now, I know Mike recently is he's been through my course, and he's now got his AI video up. And for some reason, Facebook don't like it, because I tried to look for your profile tonight, Mike, and they've wiped you out again for now.
Yeah.
But AI is the tool of the future. You know, it's the tool of the future. Whether you love it, hate it, or whatever, it's here to stay, and it's only going to encroach in more on our lives as it goes forward. And somebody said to me the other day, I was in the pub having a drink with a local friend. And he said to me, I don't like this AI. It's going to take people's jobs away. And, you know, I left that pub thinking, yeah, he's got a point there. He's got a point. And then I'm walking along a little bit further, and I thought, well, hold on a minute. I remember when the internet came about, and they said, oh, you won't, this internet's going to take the jobs away. It's going to take the shops away. The shops are going to disappear. You know, we're not going to be able to go into any stores anymore. Everything will be online. And I don't know whether you remember, Mike, but years ago in Oxford Street, they had a guy, he was on the TV, I think it was on the BBC, they might have put him, and he stayed inside a shop window for, I think, a week, and he used the internet to order in his food. You know, he had a toilet and a shower and that type of thing there, but he never left that shop display, apart from when he wanted to have a shower and a toilet. You know, he's had a room off the side there. But he stayed in Oxford Street for a week, and he lived there. It may even be longer than that, but he lived there, and he used the internet in the times when it was the dial-up, you know, when you used to sit there waiting for the images to come on the screen and slowly scroll down, you know. But he used the internet to live his life. And I remember people saying then that the internet's gonna take people's jobs away, and it's gonna lose. You know, we're gonna be glued to the computer and all that. And in a sense, there is a certain amount of that. You know, people sit looking at their phones all the time. But when one door closes, another door opens, doesn't it? You know, because prior internet, if you had a business, you had to go delivering leaflets. I did it as a plumber just before, you know, in the 80s, in the early 80s, I would be putting leaflets through doors. You know, I get now leaflets, the odd pizza place comes through the door, but I don't get them like I used to, because now they can hit you up on Facebook with ads, they can email you, they can do all sorts of things to get your attention. And when one door closes, another door opens. There's people that are going to be working in AI, because AI needs a lot of maintenance, I guess. There's people working in that. And there's certain jobs, you know, maybe office jobs that are going to go. But they're going to be going into other jobs, isn't there? There's other opportunities that come, and you've got to move with the times. And if you don't get moved with the times, you get left behind. I mean, you was in the, what do they call it? The aviation industry, Mike. What did you see in the industry over the years? What was the changes that you saw over them years, and you thought, well, people are going to lose their jobs maybe over this? You know, what sort of changes did you come up in your industry?
Yeah, it was the computers, you know, where you did all your records of maintenance, and you signed, you know, they have a technical log. And this was becoming now online. Instead of a physical technical log, it was on an iPad. And we, instead of writing out worksheets of what work we'd done on an aircraft, we put them onto a like on the computer. And it took me ages before I thought, God, what's all this about? But you had to, as you say, move with the times, because that's what's happening. And if you don't, you get left behind, So you have to learn, But that was one of the biggest changes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think this Zoom thing's going to work out as I expected. So I think the poor people on Zoom are not getting the. So if you're better off coming over to YouTube if you can, because they're not. I don't know whether they're hearing you. I could see you on. I could see you on Facebook on YouTube. So hopefully, let us know in the comments. Can you hear Mike? Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, that's the thing. And let us know if you can hear us all together. You need to let people know. You need to let people into Zoom room. So how do I do that? So let me go over to Zoom and see. It says, let me go. There's nobody here now. There's only me. There's one person.
There should be, when somebody joins Zoom, you get notified at the top of the screen.
And I was on StreamYard, you see, so I didn't.
So you're not looking at Zoom screen.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was looking at the thing. So anyway, I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn it. So I apologise for anybody that came over to, over to Zoom and swapped to YouTube. Zoom wasn't starting. So yeah. So Zoom, I don't know. I'll have to learn it because John was going to give me a crash course on it, but obviously he had to travel. And then if John was here, he would have been broadcasting on his Zoom, wouldn't he? So we would have been in, but I'm trying to do both. So not that easy. Anyway, what I don't want to do is ramble, and I want to get on with tonight's training because I've got a few things I want to cover, and any time, Mike, you interject whenever you want, and let me know if you've got anything to add. Now, what I wanted to show you first is a couple of pages, and let me get them up first. So where are they? I've got a page like this. So I've got to come back here and share my screen. Let me share the screen on here. Share screen. Stop sharing, it says. I'm already on the screen. So why can't I see me screen that I want to share? So, that's what I do. Here we go. This. Stop sharing. Share this instead. So I'll see if that comes up now on YouTube. I think I got confused because I was doing Zoom as well. So I've got this page when it comes up on YouTube. And I want to show you how to make this page. I'm going to zoom out of this a little bit so it fits on the screen.
I can't see anything. Jeremy.
No, so let me. I think what I'm doing here. Let me just. That might be Zoom. I'm sharing it on. So let me go back to Zoom, and I'm gonna end Zoom. That's what I'm gonna do. End the Zoom. I do apologise for anybody that was on Zoom. Going to get rid of that, and I'm going to come back to StreamYard, and I should be able to now share screen, and yeah, this is it. Right. So let me open the page again. Bear with me, people. And I'll come back to Zoom, share my screen, share screen, and I'm going to do this one. That's the one I want. Right. Now, what you could see, in actual fact, what I can do, I think I'll keep it like this. Right. So I've got this page, and I built this inside the Easy Landing Page Creator, all with the help of AI. And I'm going to show you what AI did for me. Now, this video is made by AI, and there's a bit of me in the middle of it. And AI told me how to play this on, as you're seeing it on the screen, with no sound. AI gave me the code to do this, and it plays it without any sound. And if I was to click this button there, that red button, it would restart the video for the last few months back to the beginning. And this video, anybody that comes to the page would keep looping round without no sound. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because somebody comes to the page, they could see something moving rather than just something that they've got to click. They see it moving. And the other reason is when YouTube, because this video is hosted on YouTube, when YouTube finish playing the video, they offer up other videos. But if the video's looped, it won't offer up any other videos. It will keep them directly on this page. Now, if I come back here and I go to the landing page creator and I think share this tab instead, so that should change. Now, what I did was I came into the Easy Landing Page Creator and I created a new page. And I'll just walk you through this because this template that we got is brilliant. So this is what 2,000 withdrawal. So that video was talking about a withdrawal that I did for $2,000 out of Aurum. Now that could be any business, couldn't it? So I'm going to click on the pencil. And as you could see there, I've called the page 2,000 withdrawal. Then I go to next. Now on the templates, I've chose this template, which is the HTML blank page template. So I go to next. Now in here, I don't know whether you could see that box there. This box here is HTML code. It's all HTML code. You might say, oh my God, Jeremy, I'm not a HTML person. So let me come back to Zoom. I'm going to stop sharing. Where do I do to stop sharing? Remove that a minute. And then I'm going to share again. And this time I'm going to share, stop sharing. Now I'm going to share the screen again. And this time I'm going to say the entire screen. And I select on that and share. And what I'm going to do now is bring up this little notepad. And I'll just make that a little bit bigger. This HTML code, I asked ChatGPT to create for me. I said, look, I want to create a page. I give it the prompt. I said, I want to create a page. I want the background to be black. I want a video at the top. I want a heading at the top above the video. And below the video, I want a button. And I want that video to carry on playing, blah, blah, blah. And I just gave it what I wanted it to do. It came back within an instant and gave me this HTML code. Now, if I get my ChatGPT open, I think if I go here, I'll just show you. Go to ChatGPT and they got this new one on the side here. I don't know whether, can you see that yet? I think you will be in a moment. They got this new one, this Codex. I haven't learned it yet, but it's all about programming. So if I go down here to look, I've got all these projects. This is a thing you should do when you're doing ChatGPT is create projects. And that way, what you can do is you can leave off, stop talking to the AI and interacting with it and come back to it exactly where you left off and not having to think, oh, I've got to talk to it about it again. So I've got all these. Look, I've got a rotator. Let's just show you this. So if I go here and I load this, I've said to it, can you build me a rotator? So I've asked it the questions. I've asked it, I go up here, blah, 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 blah. Let's go back up here. So here I've said, look, let's go back. Yeah, the rotator will be able to create. Now I think we go back up here. I have a domain on Joker. Are you able to build me a link rotator? Answer yes or no. Yes, it answered. So I gave it a screenshot that I made up. And then what I did was here, I then told it what I want the rotator to do. And it came back and started giving me this stuff here, Now, I've left that at the moment because I'm not ready to do that now. But because I created a project, I came on this side here and clicked on create a new project. You call the project whatever you like. I'm going to do some training on these things at the bottom, but not today. You do whatever you like. And when you've created your new project, it shows up on the left-hand side. Now, if I go down here, I'll just show you, see more. Look at all the projects I've got. Let's just see more. Will it load? Yeah, look. So I've got build a course online, easy landing page creator, AI trading bot, Aurum style bot. And I'll tell you, this was amazing. I have to show you this because this is what blew me away with this AI. And this is not part of the training. I've gone a bit off tangent here and I go down, look, I'll go back, go right to the beginning. So this is a project about Aurum. Now, if I go here, look look, I'm in another project. Let me go down here. Yeah. So basically, what I've done here is I've said to it that I've told it about Aurum, and I said if I give you some screenshots, if I go down here a little bit further, let's go down. I told it everything I wanted to say about Aurum. Okay, I give it a big long prompt, and then let's just go down. Here we go. Right. So I asked it, can Aurum give back the returns it's giving based on these screenshots? Now, I gave it some screenshots back up here, and this is ChatBT giving me its answer. But I've given, and all the chat's not loaded for some reason. Never worked with children and animal on the internet, but basically, it gave me the answer. I gave it some, because I've got some videos of where they're trading, and they show their OKX and their KuCoin account. And I said, from these screenshots, can you see whether it's trading? And it came back and it told me, yes, they are trading. And you could see, and it explained it to me. And it went on, and it told me all about this Aurum, of what they're possibly doing and how their bot's working and how it's all been set up. And AI has given me the insight that I wanted inside Aurum about their bot. And then I asked it, is it possible for you to build me a bot like this? And it said, yes. It's told me what server I want, how long it's going to take to build it. Before we move forward, can I ask you a question? No, don't want to touch the code on Johnny blockchain. No, don't touch the code on there. And if I come down a little bit further, let's go down. What do I do? It's asking. This bot, this AI is just mind blowing what you can achieve with it, you know. And if I go over to Facebook in a minute, because I want to show you, there's a guy that's on that follows me, Tony. He's helps me in support, and he started doing my course. But look, you know, like I told you, I've got a droplet on DigitalOcean, and look at the information here. It's telling me the droplet size, telling me the CPU, the RAM size, how much the SSD card has got to be, the CPU spikes, and all this type of stuff, and telling me what to set up on the server, how much it's going to cost me to set up a server, and how much it's going to do the Aurum scraper, the Aurum micro scraper, and this is just mind blowing what AI can achieve. And if you're not using AI in your business, I've got to say, you're a donkey. You really are. You must be using AI. Now, I know that's maybe being a bit harsh, and I'll stop the share in a minute. But with AI, Aurum is using AI, isn't it? And we're part of Aurum. Johnny Blockchain, another business that I own, is using AI. My course, what I do for marketing, uses AI. And if I share the screen, again, let's share the screen and go over to share the screen. I'll share the entire screen. It's a lot easier, I think. If I share the screen and I go to Facebook, here's Anthony Clark, okay? Now, he's done my course and he's created this image. And that's AI, isn't it? That's AI. And what a beautiful image that is. And if you come over to here, look, this is just a phenomenal tool. Okay, phenomenal tool. So look, I'm going to add a picture. I want to show you this, right? Going to add let's find a picture of me. I'm going to choose this one, right? Winter coat. And I'm going to choose one of these as a prompt. Okay, so I'm going to choose this guy here, right? Now, the AI has written the prompt for me. There it is. It's going to transform this image of me into this prompt, and we'll come back to this later. It's already generating the image. It's a fantastic tool. And now, what was that? Just one image of me, one click, bosh, it's on its way. Now, if we come over to here, let's go down here to lead magnet, because the good thing about this with AI, you could leave it doing that job and it's creating it there. And I go over to the lead magnet and I'm going to load the lead magnet now. So this is what I do if it's going to load, because when I'm on the internet, I don't know what happens. But this is where I asked it to generate me the code. And I might be able to get it from here better because I've got it as the natural. Look, it tells me that it's telling me what to do with my trading bot. I've got a trading bot that I'm building with AI, another trading bot. It says, when you get 50 trades complete, run this, check you've got the how many trades you got. If you look here, I did this. It says here, look, if we go back up, blah, 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 look, once a day, run this. So that was yesterday. So it tells me to run that on my server through what's called a terminal. This is what this is. AI taught me all this. I'm not a programmer. And then what I did was I run it and it's at 49. If you can see 49 there, and the AI's told me, wait until you get to 50. So then it says, you're almost at 50. When we've got 50, we're going to look at your bot and we're going to analyze what we're going to change and what we're going to do. And this is a bot that I'm building. And then, I'll tell you about that once I get a little bit further. And if I come to the lead generation, let's see if this will load. This is where I got that HTML code. Look, there it is. Look, there's the code. There's the code. Look, HTML code. Now, I'm not a programmer. Upload the code, copy and paste it as it is. Now, how bonkers is that? That you can say you can give it a prompt, like I go up here and I told it, I like this design of this page and excuse me. And I told it there's a problem. Look, I said, look, there's a code there. And if you look there, I put the word fixed. I don't have to be polite to it. It's AI, I don't have to say, please fix it for me. And it built this, look, it built the code, had an error with it. I give it the code back and said, it's not quite loading, how I want it to load. And AI did all that from where? Let's go back to the beginning of the code. And I did this today. Is look at this. Look, there's an image I gave it, and I said to it, if I come up to the prompt, it's telling me about the iframes and all this. Give me, I could just go back and back and back and back with this lead magnet stuff. Look, code here, and it's building pages for me that I can put into the easy landing page creator and just copy and paste that code in. Click on the preview, see if it's what I like. Is that what I want? I could say, yeah, I've got a button down the bottom there. And if it clicks that, it goes to a rotator where I'm doing a team build for my guys. And that will go off and send somebody to, to join Aurum. Now, that could be any business whatsoever. You could make a page from this for any business, what you want to do. Now, the great thing with this landing page creator, if I come back up here to my pages, and I go to here, don't matter, these emails are sort of testy emails. It collects the emails, right? Now, what I can do, and I'm going to stop sharing for this because I'm going to come over to here and I'm going to open this up. So what I did was I wrote this email, okay? Now, this is in a Gmail account, Gmail. And so I wrote the email, see my 2000 crypto withdrawal live, okay? And let me let you into a secret. I never wrote this email. AI wrote the email. What I did was I went to YouTube, and I'll show you what I did. I go to YouTube, and I'm going to stop sharing here for a minute. Let me just stop sharing. And I'm going to get a video, one of my videos. So I'm just going to go into my YouTube studio and I'm going to get a video. It doesn't matter the video, it's irrelevant, but it must be one that I've used before. Here, I'll use this video. I know you can't see it yet, guys, but bear with me. I'll get that video and I'm going to stop. Right now, I'm going to come back here and share my screen again. Share my screen. And I'm going to do entire screen. Right. So let me show you what I did on YouTube, right, to one of my videos. This is one of my videos. And if you click on more, you can scroll down the bottom. You can get to this show script. So I copy that script and I'm going to use this time. I'm going to use this Grok, which is done by X. This is another brilliant tool. It doesn't matter what AI you want to use. And I can say here, write a marketing short email from this script. I'll do the inverted commas. Watch how quick this is. Paste the script in there that I got from YouTube. Bosh. Click that down there like that. There you go. It's give me the subject to give my, my email. So if I go back over here, this one did earlier, give me this subject. Okay, give me this subject. Come back to X's, I think it's Croc, something like that. It's given me this, hi first name. So obviously, if I'm sending from Gmail, I could put in there, hi, it's Jeremy here, And if it was Mike Briggs sending it, he could say, hi, it's Mike here. Or you could put in there, hi friend, whichever you want, because you're sending for Gmail. I copy all of that. I would copy all of that. And I'd then read through it. And you see it says there, look, put your link here. Well, if I go over to Gmail, what I've done on here, I don't know whether I can make this big. Yeah, I can. There you go. Got it. Right. So all I did was I pasted it in, and I don't like to put the raw links in. So all you do is if I wanted to say like this bit of text here, so I wanted to link that, I highlight that, and then I click on this link tool at the bottom, and I would put in there www.website.com, for example, and click apply. Right? That's now highlighted that it's a clickable link. Okay, so you could put your business that you're promoting online, whether it be Aurum, whether it be Johnny Blockchain, or any other type of business. You would highlight where you want people to click. You see, it's got click here, and I've made it clickable rather than there be raw links inside the email. Now, this is where the bit comes that's really interesting. Now, you can either send this to individual people, okay, or you could leave that completely blank and click on this BCC. That means blind copy. So what I could do now is I could put in here from the Easy Landing Page Creator, for example, I could copy all of these emails. These are all test emails. Enter email, copy all of these emails. Obviously, your emails that you would have inside your page would be real ones, but this is just a demo account to show you. So I could copy all of those, paste them one by one into the BCC, and then click send. Now, when that I could with Gmail, you can send up to 500 emails a day. I wouldn't do that. I'd stick it to, start off slow. If you're not sent out loads, maybe send 2 or 3 and build it up over time. But once you get to a stage, like I could now quite easily, and I could stop sharing, and I'm going to do that. I'm just going to stop sharing, and I'm going to get my list of emails. All right. So I'm just going to copy these off screen. So bear with me. So I'm doing that one up to there. So I'm going to paste in 200 emails because I've got a list of emails that I don't keep them because what I do with emails is I keep them in different places. So I can email them from different places. Then if one platform shuts me down, I haven't lost my email list. I keep them in a spreadsheet, and I've got a big spreadsheet with over, it doesn't matter how many I've got a lot. So let me share the screen again and share the entire screen again. Do that. Share the screen. Now, if I come over to my Gmail, okay, and then I just do Command V, bosh, they're all in. 200 emails. I've moved it quick so you can't see them, but there's 200 emails up there. Send. Bosh, done. I've now sent a marketing email, sent out to all these people down here. All come from me, all gone right now, being sent as we speak. That's what the power of collecting leads in the Easy Landing Page Creator can do. Is because, when you do marketing, the thing that you don't want to do is to sell. You don't want to sell in marketing. That's what I found. Now, some other people say, yep, no, that's wrong, Jeremy. I can tell you that I don't sell. What I do is because people want to buy. That's what they want to do. So I've set up what I call a lead magnet, and I do cover this in my course, and Mike's been through the course, and maybe Mike can give us a little bit of telling us how it helped him. And then Mike, I can tell you now, he can pull stuff out the bag. I've seen his posts. He's very creative. And now if you're linking up Mike's brain with AI, Mike's going to take his business to another level, providing, and I'm sure he will be, he's consistent. You need to show up to the shop, and you need to show up at least once a week with a video post, at least once a week with an image post like Tony did, and at least once a week with a text post. Or you could say, week 1, I'm going to do a video post. Week 2, I'm going to do 1 image post. Week 3, I'm going to do 1 text post. So you're doing 1 post a week at the worst case scenario, Monday to Friday. Have the weekend off. Always post on a Friday because people look at the weekend. And then collect those leads into what's called your lead magnet. Your goal is to collect leads, not to sell your online business, whether it be Aurum, Johnny Blockchain, or any other business that you might be in. Your job's not to sell those. Your job is to collect leads for people that are interested in what you've got to sell. So, you know, if you walk into a supermarket and, you know, you walk down the vegetable aisle, you don't want to see a horse standing there, do you? You know, you go to a farm to buy a horse. You're not expecting to see your Jaguar car sitting inside your supermarket, you know, because you've gone there to buy your groceries. So they do their promotions at the end of aisles and things like that because they catch your eyes. They're not sending salespeople around trying to sell you. They're just putting little shop windows everywhere. You know, it's funny how you go to the checkout, not the self-checkout, but the one where you go and a human actually serves you. There's always sweets there because they know that most people, you know, families go with their children and the kid, it's chocolate. And so they put it in the right place. So your business has to be like a shop window. All you've got to do is get it in front. You ain't got to worry if you're thinking, has somebody seen it? Oh, I'll put that post up and I've got no leads. I'm not doing it anymore. Put 3 posts up. I've got no leads. You keep going. The shop that you take it, if you walk down your local high street, how many times have you walked past a clothes shop and it's still there? How many times have you walked past a restaurant and it's still there? You know, they don't expect everybody to walk past the shop and come in and buy something, do they? And then how many times do people walk in the shop and walk back out again? Your business is exactly the same. Your online business is exactly the same. And you need to treat your online business exactly the same as you would if you had a tangible shop business. You just need to show up, open the doors, put the shop window display in, which is your ad, your YouTube video, your TikTok video, or whatever it is, and just keep doing that on a regular basis and get to invite leads to come to your lead magnet. So for Aurum, for example, and for Johnny Blockchain, people that use that business, that could possibly use that business, are interested in cryptocurrency, trading, and making a passive income. They're the 3 things that they're interested in. Now, if you can link all those 3 things together, you're on a winner. So if you can do something like I've done, I don't know what you've done, but I've done, you know, discover how to turn crypto volatility into a passive income using AI. I've covered a bit, and people, I'm interested in AI. I'm interested in passive income. Get my free ebook. Now, I want to show you this. I'm sorry, Mike. I want to show you this because AI built my ebook. So I'll share my screen. And then what I did was I got AI to give me the text. If you say to AI, give me the text, it goes and gives you the text. Now, if I go to my Google Drive, let me just take you to Google Drive first. Google Drive. If I spell it right. Drive. There we go. And so here is that my Google Drive? Here is my PDF that AI made me. Now, the AI, all it did was give me the text. Then I asked the image part of the AI to make me some images to go with my PDF. This is what I give away. This is my lead magnet. So what I did was I got the text and then I took it over to Canva, which I've got a free account with Canva. And if I open this up, I posted it in here, told Canva I want a template for an ebook. And it gave me the template and I chose a black one because I like the black. And then I asked AI to create me this crypto automation thing here. And if I go over here, AI also writes me my blog. Okay. And if I go here, here's my page that AI made me. AI made me all of this, made me the text on it, everything. Or you see on this page, AI created it all for me. And people come to this page to discover how to turn crypto volatility into a passive income using automation. And they could send me the free guide. Now, they've come from a YouTube video or somewhere like that, or TikTok or wherever. They've come here, clicked on this, go to a page where they put the name and their email address, check that they're not a robot, and then they get my PDF. They get sent to here. Now, this PDF, I came over to, AI gave me the text, so I came over here and I just copied, paste, copied, paste, copied, paste, copied, paste. And then all I did then was I got the font, the size that I wanted it. Then I went back over to ChatGPT, and if I go over to here, let's go back one. Don't know what's happened there. There we go. If I go to the images, go to images. Never worked with children, animal on the internet. There we go. It's a bit slow. Come on, chatty. And then so what? Oh, how's our image doing? How's our image doing? We asked it to do an image earlier. It's here. It should be. Did we do the image on this one? Is it on this one? There it is. There's the image it created me earlier. Look at that. Don't I look cool there? You know, in center stage. Now, how cool is that? I'll just give it an image, chose a template. Now what I could do is I could take this image, download it to my computer, and then say to AI, now do this to it. Put some text on it and let me use it for a TikTok or an Instagram post. You know, how to turn crypto, how to make money, how to make passive income, or discover what I've got in that page that I showed you. Discover how to make, a passive income from crypto volatility using AI. I could put those lovely words on it. Bosh, bang that on my Instagram with a button that says, find the link in my bio. So coming back over to here, where was I going to show you? I was going to show you. If I go back to, let's get rid of that. And then if I go to my images down here, look at these images. These are the images I created for my ebook. Okay, so I just asked it to create the image. I gave it a prompt, told it I wanted the gold color, blah, blah, blah. And I gave it the text. So what I did was here, if I get, look, that one I did, that's a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, YouTube thumbnail. So let's go to this one, right? And if I go up here and open in chat, so I can go back to it. Look, create a screen popping image, engaging image that visually explains the following. This image is for a PDF that I have that has a black background. Then I've put these two little dots. And then what I've done there is I've pasted one of the slides that the AI gave me, just pasted that in there. So it then created me that image, which is what this slide's about. And I put that image, I downloaded it to my PC, took it over to Canva, and I don't know where that one is. There it is there. And then I put it in here. So if I make this a bit bigger and just scroll down, I put the image in there. So it just makes the ebook look a bit more interesting. But AI is doing all this. Now, before, you would have had to take, you'd have had to pay somebody that knew what they were doing to create this image, wouldn't you? And that's all done with AI. And I teach all this stuff inside my training course. And Mike, tell us, how have you got on with your marketing so far?
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe how easy it is and the results that I'm getting. I mean, I'm doing YouTube videos. Although I did learn something today that the two videos that I did, the still picture of yourself smiling, so as it can see your teeth and what have you. But I'm smiling too like this. So when it makes the video, I'm like explaining something, then I go, then it explains something else like this. So I need to I think this is a way out of it. Take a photograph of myself again, but just with a half smile or something. Yeah, that's what I noticed. It just didn't look quite natural because you don't keep smiling like this
Yeah.
all the time. So I think that's, but the rest, I mean, it's just amazing, and it doesn't take long at all. Take a photograph of yourself, load it up to what is it? The website something Gen? I've forgotten. XGen is it?
Hey Gen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then go to AI, tell him what script you want, copy the script, put it in at the side of the image, read through it, listen to it, make sure it all works and it's good, and then click generate, and you've got yourself you speaking about whatever topic it is that you choose to speak about. And I think I've done 3 videos now. I did one, the top 10 do's and don'ts of crypto trading with AI, and the other one I've done 10 reasons why to use AI for crypto trading, and I split it into 2 videos, 5 points for one and 5 points for the other. And but yeah, so I put them on my YouTube, and yeah,
And it's fun, isn't it? I enjoy it, you know.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it.
And as you said there, you know, you're doing that with your smiling.
Yeah,
That's trial and error, isn't it? That's
yeah,
what
it
it's
is.
about. You've got to get. The more you work with AI,
Yeah.
you realise that it's AI.
Well,
And
I wondered.
sometimes you can talk to it and you think you're saying please and thank you, and
you don't have to, do you?
no.
But I saw those posts on your Facebook, and I thought, how's he done them? Because that looks very good. You know, now I know.
Yeah, well, you got to. That's what you got to do, isn't it? And as you
yeah.
say, it's a bit of fun, isn't it?
It is, and it's good producing something, and you think, oh, I've just made all that. You know, your ideas come to life. You know, so
Yeah.
I think it's a very, very good course for, well, anybody, but even, but beginners. If you've no experience of, making videos, and you like beforehand, sort of years ago, we had to sit in front of the camera and make our own videos. Now, I didn't like doing that, but I got round it eventually, and then I started doing them. But a lot of people don't like sitting in front of the camera and doing a video. AI does it for you. And
you know, when you cloned your voice there, Mike, how long did you record your voice for?
3 minutes 45 seconds.
Yeah, so there you go. So, and what did you talk about when you were recording your voice?
I just sort of talked about my life, where I came from, where I live, what I did for, my family, my dog, my hobbies. Just keep talking. It doesn't matter what you talk about, but just keep talking. I think it says for a minimum of 2 minutes, but I did 3 minutes 45. Probably the longer you talk, maybe the more accurate it'll get it, but I don't know. But yeah. And first time I listened to it on the playback, I thought, wow, it sounds just like me.
I know, it's crazy, but with the AI is getting. I mean, it's coming on leaps and bounds because I've been using AI for some time now, and I when I say the old AI, I'm only going back 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
6 months ago, it wouldn't be as good as what it is now.
No,
and you could tell because it would have those fake blinks, you know. And in actual fact, when I saw Brian Benson on camera, I swore I could say to myself, well, he's AI, don't blink. You know, but then when I met him in person, he don't blink.
Is he not?
So, you know, no, you very rarely see him blink, you know. But guys, there's about 20 people watching, I think, on YouTube. I do apologize for the mess up on Zoom. I'm going to learn it. Don't worry, because I know some people like to go to Zoom.
I think, Jeremy, I think the way to do it is to be broadcasting on Zoom and recording on StreamYard. Whereas I think you've gone on StreamYard first and then onto Zoom.
Yeah, I'll test it out. I'll do a couple of dummy runs next week before next Wednesday, because I'm going to be holding, hopefully with John, we're going to be holding these types of calls or these broadcasts every Wednesday at 8:30. And they're really just about training. It doesn't matter what business you're in, because, you know, I'm not in one business. I know a lot of people watching here are in one business, and that's fine. But this is about teaching you how to market your business. Now, if there's any questions, because I think we're on the hour almost. So if there's any questions, quickly pop them in the chat there if you want to ask any questions, and we'll address those. But marketing is about showing up, isn't it, Mike? You know, that's what it is.
It is consistency. And it's because if you show up regular, you're showing that you're reliable. People get to know you, and you build up that trust, and hopefully, you know, then they want to see what you're doing and join up with you, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've put that on the screen there. That's what I didn't do. You know, I didn't let the people in, did I? That was the crackers thing. You know, but I've never used Zoom. I know John uses it all the time, but John's going to give me a crash course, hopefully, when he comes back from his trip. I shall do a bit of Googling, bit of YouTubing. We're not getting any questions coming in. So I think we're coming up to the hour. Anything you want to add, Mike, before you?
Well, I was just going to say there. I mean, John's away for 10 days, but I can help you with Zoom because I know Zoom.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll do a. You'll have to give me a crash course in it. We need to do a couple of test runs, some little lives where we're just testing it to make sure it works. You know. So on YouTube, if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, because this is where I'm going to be broadcasting every Wednesday at the same time, 8:30 p.m. UK time, Greenwich Mean Time, until we go into summertime. Then it will be British summertime. Mike, I think, has got a YouTube channel. Look for him.
Yes, I've got him
on YouTube. Yeah. And feel free to reach out to any of us. And I want to thank everybody that finally got to see on YouTube, and I do apologise for the people that turned up on Zoom, because I did notice there was about 15 people on YouTube and about 12 on Zoom, and the 12 people on Zoom were just looking at a blank screen thinking, when's the silly old bull bugger going to open up, you know? But I didn't know, so I do apologise for that. So I want to say thanks for joining us this evening, and no doubt I'll get Mike back again in the future for a guest. Next week, I've got another guest coming on. So if you want to be a guest, reach out to me or reach out to John. I don't know whether we're going to synchronize every Wednesday together, but I will definitely be broadcasting from here every Wednesday. I know John does different times. He does his Zooms for his Freedom Chaser group, and he has those little chats. So I'd like to do those for my followers as well. That's why I want to get into Zoom. It's a bit more personal, I think. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and goodbye. And
thanks, Jeremy.
If you want to find the link for the course, then connect with John if you're in John's team, or if you're in Mike's team, connect with Mike. And if you're in my team, connect with me. and you can get access to the course. And we're giving away, or I'm giving Mike and John another discount code, and my followers get a discount anyway. So if you want to get access to the course, then reach out to either myself, John, or Mike. Have a great rest of your day, whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, and stay safe, and see you on the next broadcast. Tutty bye.